Negative 100% physical. Whoa. Nice place to start.
The counterbalancing of cold and heat is so perfectly amazing. You get in this rush of cold air, but then I've got this blow of hot air at the same time. That's the north. From the north, you're supposed to imagine yourself inhaling a black,
This was unexpected,
colored mist.
but as you can see,
black and evil.
all this
It's
dissonant
black
heat and
charges your
flashing lights that
chi
could give you
into your
fucking
liver. You
an
face
epileptic seizure.
south, so your back is at the north, which is this direction, which is the most cold and death.
There's a driving force of the moving through here that I'm gonna interact with as soon as I pump some
Second only to
Schumann frequency out of
rest.
that speaker box. Be the next project. Our weather is, it looks like it wants to rain west. It threatens you with white tiger death. All manners of. I was listening to a teaching. There was like a master monk, and he's got his students
frivolous lifestyle.
and it became the dream that I have because I saw myself small because I was just like them. They were very truthful, but they were telling on themselves on their practice, you know, because essentially I don't have a practice. I told my dad that I play it full wild, but
Some of the
I have
things that he has in
access
his
to
brain, like we need to transfer
like place you
instead of
go
his truck.
in
He
your
wants
breath.
to keep it. It's
Now,
very weird.
if I was a little kid, I would
There's
fucking love
maybe
this.
an opportunity
This is the mess.
proceeding
The
slowly
doorway
with
to the
caution
mess area,
on what vehicles
which I think I'm going to take and just deposit
we,
a shitload of these cans.
legally identify with.
Because frankly, I don't have the bags to put them in.
That's all I can say. The
This
alchemy
is the price of
blue
loving
and
Dr. Pepper.
white, like the Jewish flag.
But to also stay a little bit.
That's not anti-Semitism.
Not sad. I'm gathering these medicinal plants that I make this tea out of, and it's a pretty
this really
pretty
great
good
game
tea.
called
This was where Spiderweb was.
COVID.
This one had a
COVID
dragonfly,
strikes.
but I released it.
It has all these
He
countries
was saved. Here's another
in
one.
it. There's
Good,
Mexico.
now we got two.
You got COVID. What is this?
These ferns, you can use them for invisibility.
Thought you were small and gonna get away.
And they work.
Bazoo. Possible.
It's
COVID.
more like you're not
Moroccan
visible.
player continues to
You're
be
not
visible.
invisible. You're just not visible.
I'm not familiar with these chess pieces.
Unless you need to be
Oh, this is
invisible.
the guy.
I'm sure there's a way to do.
I saved the
Get
roots
that
to
down.
this plant.
I brought this
and
out
the
here
other
and
ones I
walked
dried
it out
out
like one of those guys that walks the tightropes,
yesterday. It was
holding
very
it
exciting.
long ways.
Exciting times.
And I could walk out and
We haven't
touch
worked
both
out all the
sides
kinks
back
in
and
this
forth.
game, but as you can tell, it's a great
Pretty balanced, and I haven't
fun.
got any
for the family type of game.
cockleburrs on my feet.
Shoots and ladders, ringing the
I
bell.
want to give a shout out to my
Up here we
gnomes,
have
who since whenever I was doing my garden and I used some poison,
weaponized
and they immediately rainbowed up
confusion.
with the cockleburrs. I'd never
We're
seen
rocking on the
cockleburrs the color of the
What?
rainbow.
What is this madness? Is that Nepal?
I knew it
flag?
was the gnomes.
Damn right it is.
They were mad at me.
What kind of
I
flag
didn't-
is that? Afghanistan is that?
I made a spectacular
Hey, look, there's the flag.
earthwork, but I didn't manage to get all the grass seed out. So basically, I wasted my time. I did plant some corn, and I did get it to grow and eat it, and some other vegetables. I did a test run with the Oregon stuff. It was badass, but the more apparent truth was that the interaction with the gnomes, what they represent of the self, and all those activities came more on they became very apparent more to me. I asked my dad, I said, have those gnomes helped you with your garden? And he's like, he looked at me kind of stupid, like, I said, well, they helped just a little less than me, right? Of which he did agree. I said, sometimes if the wind blows real strong, I have to go out here and make sure they haven't blown over. They are gnomes of 3, 1, 2, and 3. They're in their proper positions. These tomatoes, I believe, were the ones that our friend Amanda brought. Excellent. I watch my dad do it more than I interact with him because our personalities make it very difficult to do tasks. And I don't know why. It's the things that seem apparent for me to communicate are not to him. Like, that is not the case. And trying to figure out, I like this. We were looking at that, wondering if it was this, and I said no. I went in there, couldn't use my eyes because we have to share a set of eyes because he's going blind. I find it's an opportunity. I don't wish blindness on anybody or nothing like that. I'm just expressing that seems to be a really fruitful area of personal, interpersonal, child-parent dynamic training. Yeah. The cat's got my 6. But Cat knows what's going on, although he, like myself, takes extreme liberties. Extreme liberty. Now that I've got enough of this, I can start cooking it again, which it is easiest to cook it in this. And fill the concentrate after a day into a bottle. Actually, I don't know if this was a good idea or not. My friend Eden left some Skittles, and because I'm a sentimental fuck, I put them aside and saved them. I ate maybe 2 or none. It's one or the other, I can't remember. I even separated myself from whatever I was doing psychologically, which is the understanding I have of alchemy. Why is that? I'm sharing my experience. These people are at the county line. They're on their way. He's got the hat on. He must be Texas Marshal. I don't know. He's got a weird... What is he doing with his hands? That is a weird fucking picture. I can kayak because I got a one-person kayak. I tell you, it's quite exciting because you can move pretty quick in the water with those fucking flippers, oars. Now it's not a motorcycle. Obviously, people know that, but good, it's working. I am kicking up the wind. When I move along this circuit, and that was my intention. My intention is to activate and try to get the collapse charge for the rain. I do believe it's my part of weather warfare. And Kat agrees. I mean, I just saying, I think that all of our emotions are intimately connected with the weather. And what emotion am I feeling? Fucking blustery.